locked in battle, inside board. What was that one, Bobby? Remember what bait that is?
Nope.
I don't remember either. Go ahead and clear that weight rod for me.
Pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade. Yeah, I think you might be right. Pink lemonade has been really, really good in this stained water.
King jumping way back.
Big gotta be a gator, huh?
I think so.
Gotta be a gator if he's jumping.
No, there's king way back.
Oh, a king way back. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and then it's he's staying right down low. Working good, man. You can see those Opti boards a million miles away, Bob.
Glowing.
Yeah, they are glowing. They are glowing. Put it right out the side holder there. Yep, right where it was. Keep them coming, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, my goal is down.
Step right over to the left side now because it's wide open over there. There it is. Bob Helm sporting the new blue camouflage Bill Saiff outdoor shirts. Those are going to be available here at Christmas time. We're going to be able to get them ready to go. What is that, Bobby?
It's a northern.
Big giant, isn't it? Big giant northern. Keep them coming. Holy smokes, Jim. Nice and easy. Wind down a little more and then back up for me. This is a mega, mega, mega fish. Holy smokes. Back up right there. Yeah, wind. Wind, wind, wind. Big giant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy cow, I'm coming back here. He is an absolute jammer. Nice and easy on him. Beauty. Oh yeah, look at the big head on that dude. Keep him coming nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Yeah. Coming right back. Remember to go out the side with the butt of that net when he comes in. Here it is. Keep him coming. Steady wind a little quicker, Jimmy. Keep his head in the water. As he gets closer, lower that rod tip so his head stays in, if you can. I'm filming right over the shoulder here, boys. He's a big slammer. Keep him coming. Keep him out of that weight rod, Jimmy. Keep him coming. Wind. Keep winding. All right, start backing up. He's got another rod. He's got another rod. Oh, easy. Easy, easy. Raise that rod tip, Jimmy. Raise the rod tip. Get his head. Bobby, go. There it is. Man, what a slammer of a fish.
Oh yeah, baby.
Look at that.
Good one.
That is what we want.
Phew.
Man, there it is. Look at that. Busted the bill right off that pink lemonade. Look at the size of that gator. He is a dude. Holy smokes, Bobby, huh? That's the way we wanted that thing to go. Good fish on the inside. We'll get down in here too. I think we should have some more coming up. We get down to the belly of these bay. These gators are just starting to flush. We're gonna get more nice fish just like that. Good job, boys. Okay, here's what we're doing, everybody, when we're setting with it, this weight rod. We're gonna use this green flash. Right now, we're gonna put it back 40 feet. So what I'm doing here is I make sure that counter's zeroed. And I'm working right on that counter. I'm gonna quick get it back to 40 feet. Once we get to 40 feet, these Gibb or Delta weights come in a variety of different weights. In this instance, we're going to use a 1 ounce weight. I'm going to pick the 1 ounce weight up, and there's how it's shaped right there. You can see it's got a tang right here, and then a spring right here on the front. So what you're going to do is just going to lay that line underneath there. See, now it can slide up and down that line. And then what I do is I lay my thumb there, and then I can pop it under here. Now it's free to move up and down the line. Instead of a snap weight, which hangs down and can tangle, now what we do is we put our thumb here, we just pull that line down into the spring, like so, and that actually hangs on the line. But you can see it's very hydrodynamic. It's going to move through the water. It's not going to have a lot of resistance, but it's going to let us get that bait a little deeper on a shorter line. So when we're running boards out here to each side, we can run these weight rods. We're at 40 feet. We clip that weight on. Now we go to 75. That weight is running down around 15, 16 feet in 18 feet of water. But it's close to the boat. Everything else can come in over the top of it. But those fish that are deep, that are laying down there near the bottom, they'll come up and grab those weight rods every time, especially under conditions like we're fishing in today. Big fish right here, everybody. Just pounded a weight rod.
Later in the morning, Jim found himself hooked up with another good-sized northern. This time, it actually hit the rod that was loaded with that Gibb Delta weight that we had previously talked about in our technical segment. Let's join the action as we watch over the shoulder on this great fish.
Pretty good fish here, that's for sure. Pretty good fish, hit the weight rod, and my partner in crime here today, Bobby Helms, leaping for it. Back right up. Jimmy's going to take that Gibb weight right off the line. Careful, there you go, line. Jimmy, walk right up into the corner. Everything's out of the way, so you're good to go. Nice and easy. I have not extended it. There you go, keep going. There you go. Come right in over the top of you here. Hopefully we can get this guy netted. I can go back and take the wheel for you. Nice fish, whatever it is, and he's staying down. How's it feel, Jimmy?
Feels like a nice heavy fish, I'll tell you right now. Look at the size of that
oh
guy.
gosh, look at this.
Look
Bobby.
Oh.
Big eye, isn't it? Oh no, big gator.
Gator.
Keep him coming, keep him coming. He's right in the end of the nose. Keep him coming, keep him coming. Look at this, stick it, Bob. Yeah, man, okay.
Nice fish.
Let's get that up here. Look at that big gator right there, and he's already off in the net. That is exactly what we're talking about, just leading right in there, just picking at it today. What do you think of that, buddy boy?
That was a massive fish, I'll tell you right now. Fantastic.
That was great.
Congratulations, Jimmy, on another great pike. What makes this fish extra special is that it comes on that Gibb Delta weight loaded on a weight rod. Just exactly what we were hoping for. Let's transition now dockside as we handle the segment that all our viewers want to see, and that's how to properly fillet northern pike so that you take the Y bones out and have a bone-free fillet. It makes them the best table fare there is in warm water fishing.
Example right here laying on the table of just a gorgeous northern pike. And what we're going to do in the technical segment here is we're going to talk about how to take the Y bone out of these fish. So we're just going to show you basically what we need to do from a first cut. You can fillet the side off a northern pike just like you would fillet the side off any fish you're cutting. Come in here behind the gill plate, go down to the backbone. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take the knife and we're going to push it. You're going to have to use any warm water species that's got, you know, fairly heavy bone structure, especially big pike like this. We're going to come down here to the tail, we're going to ride right along that bone, and then we're going to flip this thing over, and there's a big chunk of fillet. I'm going to walk this right down, get this taken right off, good shape. There is the fillet. I'm going to put the rest of this pike over here for right now because I want to show you now how we handle that fillet taking the Y bones out. I'm going to switch from my bubble blade and now I'm going to go to a 9-inch Cutco. You're going to turn this over and you're going to see the rib cage right here and the Y bones that run right down the back of the fish. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and take out the belly fat. So we're gonna trim underneath here. We're gonna make sure that we get that trimmed right out. Cut right down. We're gonna shave out with the knife. We're gonna cut that little bit of white off right there, and that's gonna be completely clean. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this fillet and we're gonna turn it over. Now, if you take a look at the top of this fillet, you can see the Y bones coming right down the back. What you do is you put the fillet on the table so the back of the fish is away from you. Back here on the tail end of the fish are what we refer to as the steak. You can see where those bones end right there. From here back, it's bone free anyway. You can do a 5 cut on a big fish, but on smaller fish, a 5 cut's really hard to do. So this is the easiest way. So what we're going to do is we're going to start right outside those Y bones, and we're going to make a light cut with the knife right down to the head of the fish. Now I can get my finger in that cut. Now as I make my second cut, I'm sweeping that blade of the knife down into the outside of the fillet. And actually what you can feel it traveling down the outside of the Y bones. I'm cutting out to the outside. You can see that I'm filleting that piece of meat right off the Y bones. That's what's happening here. This guy's got, actually, even for a big pike, he's got a pretty, every fish is a little bit different, but his bone structure is a little bit heavy, and it goes all the way out almost to the very end of the fillet. So I'm still on Y bones here. I don't want to cut into them. There, I just separated it. Now I can peel that fillet. These are all Y bones. If you listen, you can hear the tip of the knife rubbing on those Y bones. So we're gonna cut away to the side, just like this. We're gonna bring that right out. All right, now we got that strip of meat all set. Now, what most people think is they're gonna come down the inside of the Y bones. You don't. What you actually do is you come down the lateral line, or what we refer to as the blood line. I'm gonna put the tip of my knife in here, and I'm gonna drop it in the fillet, and I'm gonna cut right straight down all the way to the end. I got a little piece of bone right here I'm going to take off. Take that piece of bone off. Now, we've got that completely separated, and the center section has the Y bones in place. If we peel this away, now we've got two pieces of meat. We're gonna this notch right here, we're gonna cut this notch out just like so, and that's gonna separate this inner piece of fish. There it is. That's done. So here's your pike fillet in its entirety. The only thing it's missing is it's missing that center section. So we're gonna put that over here. Now we take that center section with the Y bones. This is the way it came out of the fish. We can see the Y bones here. We're gonna flip that over so that it's now this diamond shape, or this triangle here of meat on top, is facing up. Now we're gonna put that blade right in here, and we're gonna go right down until we feel the top of the Y bones. I feel the top of the Y bones right there, and now what I'm doing is I'm actually filleting that chunk of meat right off the top of the Y bones, just like that. Now, this piece of meat right here is completely full of Y bones. Anything that you don't like in a pike is in that section of meat. So we're gonna dump that right here. Now we're gonna pull the fillet apart. We're gonna drop that piece of meat back in, and that's what makes your complete fillet on the Northern Pike. People don't monkey around with Northern Pike because they're afraid of filleting that Y bone out, and it's really quite simple. It's easy, and when they don't fillet that Y bone out and they let them go, there's nothing wrong with catch and release. Believe me, that's all right. But they're missing out on the very best table fare of all the warm water species in the Great Lakes. I don't care whether you're talking about perch, whether you're talking about walleye, whether you're talking about bass. We've been doing this for 40 years. The number one fish as far as table fare is concerned is the Northern Pike. Don't forget it. Don't forget that. Take that Y bone out, and it's gonna make some great table fare.
Well, that's a wrap. A look at fishing some great Northern Pike in the back bays of Eastern Lake Ontario. What's the best time to be here? The month of October and November. That's when fishing is extremely dynamic for these big predators. I hope you enjoyed the technical segment today on the Gibb Delta weight system and how we use it on our weight rods to be successful on pike, and also hope that you glean some good information from our filleting segment on how to take the Y bones out of these Northern Pike to make them the excellent table fare that they are. I'm Captain Bill Saiff III for all the BSO team. Thanks for joining us for this video, and tight lines to you. Enjoy all your fishing adventures.